You care too much. You care too much what other people think. You care too much what other people do. You care too much. You care too much what other people think. You care too much what other people are doing. You care too much what other people are saying. You care too much about everything else besides what actually matters, which is you. You've learned to place so much of your focus, so much of your undivided attention upon the external world, looking for something out there to capture your fullest attention, to get you absolutely to the point where you are so absorbed that you forget about you. Heck, you care too much about that. Where's that phone? Oh, it's right. See, look, I care too much. You care too much about this right here. You care too much what's going on here, who's doing what, who's saying what. And that's exactly why you are not in the place that you want to be in your life. And I'll be very honest with you. I am going to exactly where I want to be in my life. But is this exactly why I envisioned myself when I was a little kid? Absolutely not. I was already a superstar at this point. Now I am a superstar, it's just the world is catching on. But I knew that I was going to be something big. I knew I was going to be somebody special in the world. I knew that I had things to do to give to this world, that I was going to be of service to millions and millions and millions of people. And that's not even from a place of arrogance or feeling like I'm better than anybody. It's because I knew what you know is that we are all here to do something greater than what has been done. And yet, because of where you place your focus, where you place your undivided attention, it all goes to waste. And so you care. You care, you care, you care. And you've been taught that caring about others is what matters most. And to be honest with you, I believe that it is one of the things in this life that does matter the most. But in that equation, you leave you out. You believe that caring out there is what matters most when you are neglecting the very person that is having this experience. You forget yourself in the process of caring what everybody else has to say. And to be honest with you, most of us have spent more time caring about things that actually don't matter. It's not caring about the well-being of people or the upliftment of society and mankind. Now, what we care about is who doing what, who's sleeping with who's in what drama, who got arrested, who got tested, who got chested, whoever, whatever. That's what we're focused on. We're focused on all the wrong things. I am as guilty as anybody of this. I'm not standing on a soapbox giving you this. I have caught myself on YouTube watching and listening to things talking about, ooh, who got arrested? Ooh, what happened to them? Oh, who hit who? Who beat up who? Ooh, who's getting canceled? Ooh, who's getting deleted? I was so caught up in everybody else's business that I was not dedicating that time, that focus, that attention, getting that clarity for my own vision in life. And so that's why we find ourselves in life not only miserable, but not succeeding in the things that we love most, not pursuing the things that we love most. We make the excuse that my job is the reason why I cannot, and my kids are the reason why I cannot, and my wife or my husband, my family, my this, my that, that's the reason. But the true reason is because your attention and your focus is on all the wrong things. It is on caring about those things that are not going to serve you, that do absolutely nothing for you besides distract you from what matters most, which is your own life. I wish I could say it in any different type of way. Maybe I could sugarcoat it for you and tell you it's okay and it's going to be okay. But I tell you right now, it's not. It's not okay, and it's never going to be okay. We can tell ourselves that it's okay and make it okay. But so long as we continue to invest our energy, our time, our focus on those things that steal our energy, on those things that steal our most precious resource, which is our time and focus, or the focused time of our life. You know, most people say that the most precious resource is just time. I say, that's half the equation. Focus is truly the most precious resource we have, which is attention. What we give our undivided attention to creates our life, manifests our life, creates our vision, creates our imagination, which then again remanifests the things in our life, creates the conditions within our life. Our focus is the creator of our physical experience. And it first happens within here. And this is where you are occupying yourself with garbage, with nonsense, with drama, with salaciousness, with people talking things that make no sense to anything that you got going on. You're watching the news. Oh, yeah, look what's going on there. Look what's going on. I have to stay updated. I have to know what's going on in this world. If you don't watch the news, they'll shame you. Or maybe you shame somebody else. You got to know what's going on in the world. You got to watch the... No, I'm not going to saturate myself with that fear-based programming. No, I'm not going to fill my mental state with those things that are not going to serve me or anybody else. No, I'm not subscribing to that channel anymore. I'm going to care about the things that are going to progress my life and therefore everybody around me. Success breeds success. Failure breeds failure. If I become more successful, those around me have a greater example to follow. I can give people tools of success. I can make these videos for y'all. I can speak with authority on things that I experience and have experienced that have edified my own life. I can be a contributing factor to this ecosystem that we call life instead of a detractor from life. Instead of adding to the drama and the chaos and feeding into it and feeding into the systems and the institutions that were created to make us feel as if we're powerless, I am here standing in my power because I've made a decision that caring too much about all the wrong things is going to steal my life and rob me of my life force, which is my energy, which is my chi, which is my inner being, which is my higher self who is forever calling me to be more, forever bringing me into a higher and higher expression and experience of life. Yet instead of that, I make a decision to take away from my own life. And you might think, oh, this is dramatic. You know, it's a lot. Like, it just, can't you just enjoy yourself? You're one of those people that's just too serious. You're just so, yes, I'm real serious about you taking your life seriously, not about taking yourself seriously. That's different. I joke about myself. I joke with myself. I joke with others. I take jokes, whatever. But as far as this life is concerned, as far as I know, this is the only time I'm going to get this exact life. That's what I know for a fact. This exact experience is the only one I'm going to get this very one time. And this very moment is the only moment that I'm going to get that's exactly like this one. Now, we take that for granted. We think, oh, I'm just going to wake up tomorrow and it's going to be the same. No, that's not a guarantee. That is not a guarantee. The only guarantee is right now. The only guarantee is this very moment right here, right now is going to be exactly as it is. I believe the universe is infinite. It is abundant. It is bursting over with abundance. There is more than enough prosperity for everybody 1 billion times over 1 billion. However, if you don't tap into it, and if you live timid, and if you live this life that is saturated and filled with fear, that's exactly what you're going to experience. You're not going to experience the abundance. You're going to be so closed off, encapsulated from the goodness of this life, that you're only going to experience those things that make life feel small. But once you start to expand, big energy, I'm not using that as a euphemism, big energy. I'm saying when you just got big energy, when you got the type of spirit where you are going after the things that you desire, where you are envisioning and imagining yourself in greater and greater places, where you're seeing yourself changing the world and having an impact on lives through whatever calling you have, whether it's writing or starting a business or doing hair and nails, like it don't freaking matter what your purpose is. Frying chicken. Well, okay, maybe conflict on the frying of the chicken, but baking chicken, cooking chicken, maybe you're vegan, so you're doing the vegan chicken. Whatever it is that you got going on in your life, the only way you can truly invest in that vision, the only way you can bring it to fruition is to stop caring so damn much about what everybody else is doing, period. Who's doing what? You got binoculars of life, just who's where, no. You got to cut that. You need to cut it immediately. Immediately. That is stopping you. That is stopping you. Today I came to preach. It's a Sunday today. I record this on a Sunday. Let the church say amen. Today I came to preach. Today I came to stand on a pulpit and tell you that you need to get out of people's business. You are so caught up in everybody else's business that their business becomes your business and now you ain't got no business. I'm going to repeat that. You are so caught up in everybody else's business, instead of your own business. Therefore, you have no business. Imagine if Elon Musk spent his whole life watching, reading, scrolling through tabloids of who's doing what and who's where and who's this and who. He wouldn't have Tesla. He wouldn't have SpaceX. He wouldn't have purchased Twitter. He wouldn't have half built PayPal. None of that would have happened if he was just here all day. Imagine that Oprah Winfrey said, you know what? Instead of building the Winfrey empire, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to see what Gail's got going on and just be in her business all day. Does that make sense to you? Maybe you think that's what's going on. Maybe you think like success is doing exactly what you're doing. They just lucky. Maybe that's what you actually, okay. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for that download. So you believe that the reason why somebody else is succeeding is because they're lucky. It's because they're lucky. They were doing exactly what you're doing, but they were lucky. That's what happened, huh? It wasn't that they were actually devoting themselves to a path, that they were actually giving themselves to a craft, that they made decisions to take a bigger risk than everybody else around them, that they made the decision to leave that job instead of complaining about it and being in everybody's business at that job. Maybe that's what you're convinced of. Maybe that's what they had you believe. Well, guess what? I got news for you. That ain't it. And as a matter of fact, there is no luck. What there is attraction. What there is manifestation of the things that you focus upon and you place your focus and energy upon. Therefore, you focus on drama, you get drama. Therefore, you focus on nonsense, you get more nonsense. You focus on garbage, you get garbage. You understand me? Maybe with an accent on it. You put in garbage, you get garbage out. It's a little fancier, but it's still trash nonetheless. Still smells like trash, feels like trash, tastes like trash. And so if you want that type of lifestyle, you can go right ahead and continue living the same life that you live in, minding everybody's business besides your own. Putting your focus on what everybody else has to say about you, who said what said who, not putting yourself out there on video or putting yourself out there into the world because you're afraid of what somebody's going to say about you, like their opinion has ever meant anything in the first place. You tell yourself all the time, well, I don't care what he says. I don't care what she says. They don't pay my bills. Okay, good. Have that same energy with everything around you. If it's not paying your internal bill or your external bill, then never mind it completely. Let it go. Your addiction to gossip and slander is ruining your life. There you go. I'm going to leave it at that because I'm about to, as TDJ said, I'm about to preach the paint off these walls right now. So I'm going to leave you guys with that. If this video was of value to you, if this was a service to you, make sure to subscribe immediately. Don't be selfish. It don't cost nothing. So subscribe to the channel. I'm only here to serve you with the absolute truth, point blank, period. My name is Aquarius Waive. I appreciate you. I love you. Peace.